Alright, I'm Matt and I'm back with Dishonored, where we have made it into the house of Anton Sokolov, and I think this is going to be a bit of a longer run. Because this place is just big and crawling with guards. And I still am not sure where to...
Is it true that more bone charms have been taken from apostates since the plague started?
So, yeah, taking my sweet time with that. Speaking of bone charms, I do have a couple more. Clockwork malfunction, unnerving target, healthy appetite. Well, robust, good, delicate touch. We don't need that. Warrior, maybe not. Healthy appetite and unnerving target 1 could come in handy. Quick dodge, swim speed, explosion damage. Maybe I want to remove blast resistant and add fencer. Ah, there's some copper wire there. Could come in handy. Although I think I'll just grab that guy first. It's one way to start an episode, isn't it? Of course it is. Fun way too. So we've got 2 more guys in that corner, or in that part of the building.
Gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Yes, of course.
More bullets. After we used some on the river crusts last episode. Oh no, we've got 3 more apparently. Because there's one here, then that overseer. And I thought there was one downstairs. But maybe he's gone. Oh, that's him! No, it's not him. That's weird. I think we misplaced the guy. Ah, there he is. Kinda sucks. Because he's patrolling near that painting.
He memorized the litany on the White Cliff in a night. Is it possible? Undoubtedly.
I'm not sure I want to take those 3 guys out. How am I looking on... Okay, 2 more. Not enough. Not nearly enough. Alright. Maybe I won't then.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
Indeed, I believe so.
Now I could use one of my bolts on that guy and grab him from behind. Because he's just gonna go back and forth between those 2 points. Sounds like there's a rune on the roof? You've got to be joking. Do I risk it? Taking that guy out?
Over there.
Yep, over here. Oops. That broke some glass. Not perfect, but maybe not too bad.
Damn, it's off. Once they get
These things are gonna be worth the effort.
Oops. Oh, come on. Okay. So, there's a new guy there. Or maybe one of the 3 guys downstairs. Just gonna park you guys right here, right? That's you, okay.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Yeah, never doubted it could get worse. Because it could be raining or hailing or what have you. Also, where are you going? Just when I thought I could get around to dealing with you. You bugger off. Fine, be that way. We're gonna come back up. Very sure. Not entirely certain, of course, but very sure. Yeah. Oh, there you are. Then you can join your buddies up here, right? And another one down. So we should be down to 2 people downstairs, if I'm not mistaken. Which I could easily be. Got the overseer. And yep. The guy who was next to the overseer is gone. Now we only have one guy admiring the painting. And if the overseer turns around while he's looking away, well, actually I want this guy to go that ways before I hit the overseer. And of course you're going now. Not perfect, but If you are facing the right direction, you are, aren't you? You aren't. No, you're up there now. Admiring the painting again. Standing around, playing art critic. Till you get pinched by the man. Or by me at least. Oops. It was the wrong arrow. Well. I'm out of thingy arrows. What are they called? Sleep darts. Forgot the official name now. But the good news is I'm also out of guards. That's the music box. Oh, heh! I got a crossbow bolt back. Ain't that nice? Oh. That's not healthy. Let's take that out before anything happens, right? And a rewire tool. Nice. The obtuse arguments of Lady Boyle. Nicked it. Mine now. Oh right. Flooded district. Before the plague turned everything to shit, Rajshore was filled with barristers and moneymen, rushing around taxing each other and whatnot. Every guard in the watch wanted that post, and there were classy women everywhere. The whole place flooded years ago, just as the plague got real bad. People were sick and nobody was working, so the city let the dams go to rot. When the big one broke, I've heard tell, the river put it all underwater. The swanky Chamber of Commerce was there, and so was the bloody Greaves Whale House. Now there's nothing but rats and gangs and who knows what. Last I heard, the captains had been using it as quarantine for reapers. You show one sign of the plague and your citizenship has been revoked. Over the wall you go, into the water. Well, nice. Heh. Wonder what that would do. Is there anybody in here? Nobody visible right away. Old coast map? Oh, Mysteries of Pandysia, we had that before. Sokolov's house key needed. Oops. That doesn't work exactly. Oh, heh. A whale oil filling station and some sleep darts. Whale oil processing. This is filling up a thingy with whale oil. Pandysian bull rat study. That could be interesting. Excerpt from the lab notes by Anton Sokolov. The bulk of the rodent is hardly the most interesting detail, though it is the one first remarked upon by visiting colleagues who come to study my prize from Pandysia. Upon further observation, it becomes obvious that the specimen exhibits greater cunning than its cousins native to the temperate crystal. Twice in the night I have awoken to find it loose in my apartments, so a new cage had to be devised. An entertaining diversion, but a waste of my precious time. The dietary tests I have conducted have also provided some surprise. The Pandysian bull rat, I can say with confidence, is not a finicky eater. With equal gusto, I've seen my little guest dine upon other smaller rats, living felines, and even the corpse flesh of a plague-dead woman found in the Rainhaven River. Further study is required. Well now, medicinal herbs, powdered crystal, hemlock essence. So that would have been another way in, I suppose. Or is that where I find Anton Sokolov? Most likely. Anybody else in here? Out here? Up here? Sounds like I'm hearing someone from the right, but... Oh! A watchman. Let's go back in. We'll deal with that a little later. Because I have one thing yet to do. Can't get through here? That's glass? Okay, that will just spin the globe. There's one thing I still want to do. There's a rune up there where Anton Sokolov is. Anything down here? Nope. There's a staircase here. Is there anything interesting? Bunch of rats? Oh! I could have come in from below. Well now, ain't that something? Oh well. Too late now. Right, I wanted to grab one of these things. Could have grabbed that one there, but whatever. Reason being, I think that powers an elevator here. Question is where that puts us, and I think puts us in an area where we have to take out a couple guards first. So let's get to that before we do anything. So we've got the Overseer and his guard friend. I'll take him out without him noticing. If I can. Ooh, that's perfect. Yep, definitely perfect. Because I think the elevator is going to come out hereabouts. Ah! Why are you leaning with your back to the railing? Because you don't want to get ambushed, I know, but... Can't you make it easier for me? Please. Yeah, I know you. You don't want to. Now you're here. And now you're going down there, right? Or maybe you're just chilling here. For a minute? Or 5? Come on. You afraid to go down there now that your overseer friend is gone? Ah, now you go. If you were afraid, you were right to be. Can't carry any more grenades. Okay. Looks like that elevator will actually put us down a bit lower. That's weird. Rather weird indeed. Oh, it will dump us here. Good to know. Sokolov's note to Owl Creek. Captain Howell Creek, when you and your men arrive tomorrow, I'll be working in my greenhouse on the roof. I know the Lord Regent wants you to follow me at every moment, but please avoid disturbing me. The experiments I am conducting are quite sensitive and I must finish with haste. Well, now we know he's up there. Of course, we have seen him there. And there aren't many men left guarding him. But let's avoid any mistakes we can avoid, right? Okay, we've got somebody leaning on the railing again. So, Dr. Sokolov, they aren't gonna disturb you, right? You gonna stay here, or are you gonna slide down? No, you're gonna slide down. Not part of the plan. I'm gonna park him somewhere downstairs, alright? I think I'm gonna park him in the usual place. Same place the last couple guys went. Aside from those two who were parked outside. That is here. Now I'm wondering how I can or have to approach Dr. Sokolov. First off, I want to be sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, there's not enough room for anybody here. Now we've got the doctor in there.
I now turn my hope to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential according to the celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
Please, sir. Please let me go.
Ah, awake, I see. How are you feeling?
Much worse. Do I have the plague? Please, sir. I don't want to die.
Hush now, no one's going to die. You are much improved, number 312. The formula I administered.
What is this?
Sokolov here. Excellent progress today. Test subject 312 is declining rapidly. As I theorized, formulas 12 and 17, administered in combination, greatly accelerated the progression of the disease. Interestingly, the respiratory mucosa had erupted and raised pustules, grayish in color, which burst, causing hemorrhaging and pain. I now turn my hopes and energies to Formula 25, which, in conjunction with a high heat therapy, which came to me most vividly in a dream last night, has great potential, according to the latest celestial alignment. As for test subject 312, after the characteristic sloughing of the skin, she should be dead by mid-morning tomorrow.
Thank you, whoever you are. He kept me in a cage, like an animal. The pain is horrible right now. So I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
Yeah, about that. About that. Sorry. Oh, right. Gonna park Sokolov here for a minute, because... No, damn it! Like this, and then open the valve. There we go. Oh, would you look at that. Lieutenant Niles' report. As requested, this is a sample of the black market elixir we believe to be coming from one of the abandoned distilleries. No doubt it's inferior to your formula or even to Piero's remedy, but people are desperate. We have not been able to identify the additional ingredients. Perhaps you'll have better luck. One thing of note, some of the men of the watch claim, when pressed, to have purchased and used this stuff from time to time since it's cheaper than either of the popular brands. None of them report any illness or complications, so while it may not protect from the plague as well, it doesn't seem harmful. Lieutenant Christopher Niles, 2nd Dispensary Detail, Dunwall City Watch. And that right there is why I didn't poison the elixir supply of Slackjaw. Because yeah, it may not be as good as the real thing, but it's something. Oops. Uh-oh. Well, damn it. Yeah, I believe it. Whoa, crap. Okay. There's a problem. Should have left via the rooftop. Damn it. Same way I went in. Where did those guys come from? Well now, good news is we've got Sokolov, the bad news is we've got caught. Or noticed, at least. Not caught yet. If I got anything to say, that ain't gonna happen either. Of course, I have to get a little creative regarding that situation. But just a little, because those guys are still downstairs. Which means we can make our way across the rooftops. But if you use that path right away. Alright, there's a dead man. Oh well. Samuel? Where are you? Oh, there you are.
The royal physician himself. You made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
You gotta be joking. I could have... Right. Yes, let's get it back. We could have come that ways. Just blinked across. So, I killed 5 hostiles. And 1 alarm got rung. 3 people got found. The chaos is still low. But that's good. Freed all of Sokolov's test subjects. Great. Robbed Pratchett's safe. Yes. Saved the stranded woman from rats. Perfect! Found the painting. Found some coins. Found 2 out of 3 bone charms. Found all the runes. The royal physician Anton Sokolov is now in the custody of the loyalists. Through Sokolov it will be possible to strike directly at those closest to the Lord Regent. How cooperative will the most brilliant man in the Empire be? He must be swayed or coerced into telling what he knows. And that's gonna be a fun mission. He's still sleeping.
They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
I don't think I have. Corvo has though.
Well done, Colonel. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better.
They
Sokolov's
would have
knowledge
killed
will
everybody.
enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machine. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Yeah. Wanna wind down. Can try talking with him.
I hope they don't have to hurt him. That's good. That elixir against the plague he did.
Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve.
Okay. Food stealth! Yes. Gonna buy that. Where is it? Use footstep sounds. Purchase! Food stealth 2. Purchase! Do I wanna grab more bullets? Man, I have so much money. I think I'm gonna buy a couple more sleep bolts. Would be nice to have a higher sleep bolt capacity, truth be told. But I don't, so whatever. Do I want some incendiary bolts? Nah. Oh, come on, let's buy this. So let's see what he has here.
Logic is flawed, anyone can see that. And not an original idea to be heard. His notes are a mess if he even keeps them. How he got this far is anyone's guess. He says what they want to hear. Friend of the rich, that's his method. Sokolov's true genius is pampering the aristocracy. Fools.
Well. Oh, nice. Amphibian ore. I'll take it.
Now that we have Sokolov as a guest, ask him how he deluded the Academy into making him royal physician. Ask him how he stole my elixir for me. Can you do that for me?
Nope.
And Morgan Pendleton, all holdings and parliamentary votes, now calls the Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning. Attention Dunwall citizens. Be aware that looting of evacuated areas is a serious offense and will be summarily punished by officers of the watch.
Corvo? Can I tell you something?
Sure,
I have
go
a
ahead.
secret retreat nearby that may come in handy if the city watch ever kicks in the doors. It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the bar. I don't think anyone else here knows about it, but I'm guessing I can trust you. The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will.
Well, that's good to know.
Lord Pendleton has departed for the evening to attend to matters at the manor. It concerns the departure of his brothers. I'm sure you understand.
Departure. Well, let's call it that.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 41, in which I bed 2 of the Boyle women and only missed the 3rd by virtue of some inclement weather. It was the month of rain, and to counter the gloom, the Boyle ladies hosted 3 nights of merriment by invitation only. Lydia was most fetching in lavender pants and a tunic of yellow silk. She was pleased with me from the moment I walked in the door, with my manservant bringing not 1 but 2 cases of effervescent wine from the south. In fact, I had come laden with gifts, such that all 3 Boyle women soon took notice, and they set out to make me more than welcome. We uncorked the wine right away, and as night fell, we... Wallace! Found these interruptions.
Okay.
La di da di da di da, la di da di da, la di da di da, di da da da, la di da da da.
Okay. Pendleton votes. Havelock. Bravo, sir. The Lord Regent is furious about losing the most recent vote at Parliament. He was counting on the support of the Pendleton family and expected limited resistance. Just as you said it would, losing the Pendleton voting bloc has really slowed him down. And since the Lord Regent's defense budget failed as well, he's getting desperate financially. It seems that most of the coin he's using to keep the city watch going is coming from a close ally. We suspect it's a powerful noble woman who is perhaps his mistress. I'll try to dig up more information, as we know if the watch doesn't get paid, in coin and in elixir, their loyalty will start to crumble. Your friend on the inside. Well now. Ain't that something interesting. Havelock entry 4. Let's see. He is returning now with Anton Sokolov over his shoulder. Simply amazing. Not only can Corvo project lethal force, he can do an extraction that I didn't think possible. And soon the 2 greatest minds of the Empire will be here, together. If I could get these rivals to cooperate, they could create weapons and tools of imaginable power. They could also work against the plague. If I could command both of them, well, I'll wait and measure their dispositions toward one another before following that line of thought. Havelock weapons and tools of an unimaginable power? Those are a secondary concern at best, you know? There's that whole plague thing going on. Or a military mind.
We're getting closer to reaching our goals, but our position is becoming more dangerous. You don't house and feed a half-dozen people without leaving telltale traces. Riverboats pass day and night, and the looters are going to start gathering once they're sure the plague has burned the place out. I conclude, if our enemies are not dead by the month of wind, we will be. There's a sadness in Emily, but she's strong. Weathering the death of her mother just a half a year ago better than most grown men I've known. Once we take Dunwall Tower, I'll see that her life is better. I've always thought that I'd command the Navy in her name, but sometimes I wonder if I shouldn't just take the title Lord Regent and do it properly.
Vlog. The last guy who took the title Lord Regent from Lady Emily is right at the top of my to-do list. So don't mess this up, guy.
Where do I find a good meal around here? If you think prison food's bad, you should see what the Abbey serves its captives. I think the overseers make it themselves.
Don't worry. We won't start the interrogation without you.
Yeah, not worried about the interrogation. Now, under her bed. There. Do I take it now? Yeah, I hope she has another one.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Due to the rise in the population of plague rats, you are warned to stay out of uninhabited buildings.
Anything new for me? Nope. There's the bed where I can sleep, but I've visited everybody besides Emily. So let's wake her, I suppose.
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there, in the city.
What's that? Golden cat. I see.
There's hardly a need to work on table etiquette. She knows it all, even if she chooses not to employ it. She'd rather hold her spoon by the wrong end and pretend it's a sword. Then suddenly she changes and she's all manners, asking for a tea party. I tried to oblige her, but I have little to work with. No proper plates. Instead of a cloth napkin, I've only the bar rag. Ale mugs instead of teacups. I've asked for things befitting her, but they have their minds on other things. For now, Emily and I decided to make a pretend dinner using paper and little things she's found here and there. On the floor, I suppose. Not right for a princess, but it'll have to do.
She still has bad dreams, though it's understandable given all she's been through. Sometimes she calls out your name. Sometimes she cries for her mother.
Please leave a candle for me. It gets dark in here and I can't see my mother. I just want a candle. Where is Corvo?
Okay. Memories of the golden cat, I suspect. Okay. Right. So let's sleep. Time to rest.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
Smart woman.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Anytime, my lady. Huh. Daddy. Oh. Okay, Emily's rendering of Corvo. So, yeah. Corvo, this is a drawing I made of you without your scary mask. That's nice. Thank you. What are you reading? That kid-friendly? Speaking of kid-friendly, our next objective is Anton Sokolov, the interrogation. But we will do that next episode. And until then, thank you and good night.